So in this video, we are going to see basics, the simple how the business operates, how the clinic usually have. We can see here we have like a simple. If we map it down to okay, if we map it down to three things, the business runs in three departments. Like the first is your front desk. Second is your backend people, and the third in this case it's the doctor. Okay, and for each case we have problem. In this case we also have problem, and then we have a fix. So if the problem, firstly we have to identify the problem of each department, each of those people. So here most of the time the problem is not addressed properly, and when we don't know the problem, obviously we cannot fix the things. And the problem is associated with something like there's a something that has a problem. For example, if we discuss, if we are having the front desk problem, usually what's the front desk problem? The front desk problem is that they have to attend too many calls, and for this particular reason they are having a problem. They are having burnouts. So the burnouts is the problem. When they are burnout, they are very likely feeling unhappy. And in the backend people, again, the problem is getting too many claims declined. Because they have limited time, right? And the problem of the doctor is when this happen, the claims are not getting, so he jumps in because he is the founder. He jumps in, he wears a hat of a leader. What happens, this may fix for a temporary time, but what happens, the problem is it gets the decline. His work, his work which he was the expert, he was the leader, he has to be the person, he was the artist for the craft. So that gets the quality. It sacrifices the quality because he is like draining out of the energy. So what is the fix if we ask for the front desk fix, or we say what they have to have? They must have a good energy. They must have high level of energy in order to perform well. Similarly, for the backend people, they also need the energy. And similarly, the doctor as well need energy. But how and what type of energy do they need? Let's talk about this. So the front desk needs to have energy so what they can do, they can cater people happily. In this way they can have a good mood. In this way, when they feel good about a job, they are likely to do a good job. Okay, so we have this here. And for the backend people, they also need a good amount of energy. They need reduction in the insurance claims. So that's how they need reduction in calling those irrelevant stuff. Okay, so that's second thing. And the doctors don't want to fix admin work, so they can have a good energy to perform, right? So that's what you have to do. So let's see what's the fix, what is the solution to that. There's a simple solution. Outsource these two these two things in order to do high performance craft. So let me explain it simply. Obviously, the surgery and the treatment is meant for doctor, and the doctor will likely to do it, but it's a combined effort of three departments. So if you can somehow make a system automation and outsource it, and you have to do only focus on your stuff, so that's man, your business grow exponentially. You are known by your craft, which you were. You did the medical degree, the medical specialization for this, not for handling the people, not for handling the administration related work, not for fixing those low quality of work. So how you can outsource? It's a simple. You can see people are doing from years and they are doing one thing. Again, the key to be efficient is to have a laser light focus on particularly one thing. Okay, so I know many of you have read the book One Thing. If you haven't, you can read the book One Thing. It says that it tells more like a domino effect. The starting domino is small, then we have big, then we have big, then we have a very much like a giant domino. And I think it says like it uh, moves 50%, 53% a giant domino of the size of the initial. So the thing is, when you do one thing, focus on one thing, the performance get high, you are happy, and the other things it gets you the 5-star Google reviews, okay, and you get good credibility. In your free time, you can spend time doing leisure stuff. You can do personal branding of yourself, be the authority, be the industry leader. You can only do it when you have time on this. And for buying time, you can either get it like ads or you can get it by outsourcing the team. So by getting more people to do a single job gets you a lot of easy, and you will definitely at the end grow. So when the billing stuff is outsourced, the team has its standard operating systems, how to reach, when to reach, how to deal with particular cases, what are the codes for each claim. They are very much well equipped with their craft and they are doing this particular thing, only this thing. And the second thing, there's a second team for this who are supporting the staff, who are doing the follow up calls with the exact thing processes like how to greet them, how to open, how to handle a frustrated customer, just like your front end desk do. But the thing is, then they have a lot of time. When someone visit your practice physically, they are with one-on-one with them. So they are like a one-on-one with them, good energy. They are personally interacting with them. They can feel the best energy. They can feel heard, and they can tell what is more likely best for them. And in this way, they are like a friends of them. Whenever they call, they know um, what they need instead of them answering. So in this way, the practice owner, the doctors, you win. And when you win, you get a good reputation. You become happy, and you are like awarded for the best, and you are being recognized globally. You visit a global conference, you are invited by other sponsors and other people's industry leaders. You spend more time with people who are winning, with the people who are the A players. And when you are spending time with the quality of people, you eventually becomes the best. I'm sure that you would have understanding about what are the things that do matter. Obviously, you would have understanding, but how to do it, how to start it, this will likely a question for you. So if you guys have any other questions to particularly ask, you can simply, without any stress, you can message us, you can DM, or you can email us at our website. I will add the link in the description. So until then, see you guys later. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.